Hi, I think it's January 16th, 2011. It's a Monday morning. I decided to do a little bit of a cooking video because I really enjoy seeing yours. And I like to see people who have, disorganized kitchens the way I do. I have a lot of spices here. See them? There's my cow. Paper towel holder. I've also got a cow key rack and a cow sign. A lot of spices. This is called a garde-manger, and a lot of people have these in France instead of a refrigerator. They're basically to keep the house cat and the mice out of your flour and stuff. I don't have that much stuff in it, but I do use it. Now, we get a lot of fresh produce from the green market, le marché de Saint-Denis. And I cook from scratch really every day. I don't use very many processed foods or convenience foods because I'm gluten intolerant and we're on a very, very tight food budget for this household. Now this is today's version of a bechamel sauce. You make a roux, or a rux as they call it in the South, by heating up some butter. Actually, we have a margarine today. I don't like margarine. I don't like cooking with it. It's very unhealthy. But my spouse does the shopping these days, and obviously he got a 2-for-1 thing on sale. So this is actually some sort of margarine. And you put it in a little pot and a little saucepan, and you add a little bit of flour, and you heat that up. And for some dishes, they like the rux, the roux, to get really brown, but I didn't want to. You do have to cook the flour with the butter. And then you add salt and pepper. I also added some herbe de Provence, a couple of juniper berries, 1 clove, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of nutmeg. And then you add milk, and you stir it around, and you are very careful not to let it boil, because that will cause it to curdle and break. And I didn't properly whisk it in, because I'm lazy. But this actually has turned out to be smooth. There's just a little bit of lumping on the spoon that I initially used. So just before this actually boils, see, it's thickening. It's really thickening. I call it a bechamel sauce. I think that's what it is. It's a milk sauce. Now the vegetables are cauliflower, broccoli, and this is some corn de boeuf pepper. It's a mild pepper. Here's a whole one. It's between hot and mild. They're kind of expensive, but my spouse finds them on sale. I have pain issues. If you have pain issues, you should not eat peppers. But he likes them, so I do it. Alright. Now, the cauliflower was steamed first. I like to twice cook vegetables. I think it tastes a lot better. So I use this Italian cooking pot, and just put a liter of water in there, and about 2 hours before mealtime, I put it on a low flame and put a lid on it, and I go away for 45 minutes, and then I come back and check on it and just turn off the heat and just let it sit there and continue to steam. The broccoli, he happened to get an enormous quantity of it at the market for €1 the other day. The guy just gave him 3 huge heads of broccoli for €1 because the market was closing. So he accepted it, and I steamed it a little bit and then refreshed it with cold water and then froze it. So this is some frozen broccoli from the other day, which has been steamed. So again, that's twice cooked. See, here's some more that's going to be thawing. And I have to use it soon because it's thawing. Now this is goose fat. If you like this, I can get this for you, and I can ship it anywhere in the world. Also duck fat. You don't use very much of it. You don't use it every day, but it's a French cooking secret. I used that to grease this baking dish. My spouse mentioned that he likes cauliflower. He wanted the cauliflower with broccoli, so I did that. And the corn de boeuf pepper has not been twice cooked. That's just raw. Now I'm going to put, see, it's starting to boil. See, that's no good. See how it's getting a scum on it? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to pour it over here. This is really good for scalloped potatoes too. And the oven is preheated. I've got some sort of forced air oven. I don't really understand what it is. And it's going to cook for about 45 minutes or something. I have to keep an eye on it. Alright, thank you for letting me share my messy cooking with you today. I'm running very late. I've been bleeding from the back of the mouth and throat since September of last year. I did go to see a doctor. I treated it with hemp oil. I'm waiting for a new hemp oil treatment from shipment from England. So the last time I saw the doctor, I had hemp oil in my mouth and throat, and he couldn't see anything wrong. So today I haven't had the hemp oil in a few days, and I've got to tell him, look, I don't know what's going on here, but it's not good. A lot of people are having respiratory problems right now. I guess it's the chemtrails or something. Of course, it's also the season for colds and flu and stuff. But my spouse has had a problem with bleeding also, and he's normally in very good health. So he's going to have exploratory surgery next week. I'm going to go over there with him and make sure he gets home okay. Alright, a good cook is a clean cook. My kitchen is far from immaculate, but I try to keep it tidy. Alright, just, back when I was in New York, I usually worked 2 jobs and I usually went to school at night. I did try to spend Sunday afternoons cooking for the week. I was on a $40 a week food budget for a household of 2 in the 1980s, and I'm still on that now, okay? But I've had to change enormously what we eat. It's a different husband at this point. And I do have to cook from scratch every day, 1 or 2 meals. This is not doable for everybody. I really understand that, but I'm gluten intolerant. I've got my own things going on. This is what I'm doing to keep the food budget low. I've got some beef here. We're going to have steak. Probably I will only eat a very small piece of this beef. We've really cut down on meat. My cholesterol levels improved dramatically last year for the first time since the 80s, and we're actually in the normal range. But you do, in my opinion, need a little bit of beef every week to keep your muscle tone up. But my spouse, who's working a double shift tonight, 12 hours from about 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. outdoors, asks for meat on the days that he works. Okay, this is too long already. I hope you like it. Have a good day.